Greetings and welcome to a new year, a new age, a new beginning, and wonderful it is going to be. Once again, I am in a different location because I'm not going with the script that is offered. I'd like to think on this world stage that perhaps have a little bit more self-respect, and the script that offered is in bad taste. I mean, basically, a lot of people seem to be obsessed with pornography. And when I say pornography, I mean by its definition of being something that is in bad taste, and of course illusory and based on lies. 20 years ago really now, there was an event. And what can we look at from that? It was shown to you in plain sight. It was 2 into 1 on the 11th of September. There's another critical part of this. It created not only destruction, it created an awful amount of dust. So here we use the law of mirrors. So yes, it's shown to you in plain sight. It's not clear. It's very hazy. It's very dusty. It's not very easy to breathe. And that is the subject of this particular video. One moment. Yes, this is nothing new, nothing you haven't already done. This is something you can see children do, babies do, and certainly dogs as well. We'd take, for example, dogs. You'll see them when they're asleep, and they do that sort of that burst of oxygen and a sigh as they breathe in and out. Sort of slight irregularity in the breathing. I've personally experienced it where I sort of snort and can wake myself up out of sleep. Children, particularly young children, will do it when they're really upset and they're crying, because they're crying, but they're also trying to regulate their air intake at the same time. And this is critical to something about know thyself, and in doing so, how to heal thyself. If you can picture, you have these 2 great balloons made up of lots of smaller air sacs. So what you actually do when you're in a sleep state, for example, the lungs and those lung sacs start to collapse as you have more carbon dioxide, and that's why you do this process sometimes of snorting, because you're giving yourself a blast of oxygen. Now this is critical, because think about this. Your organs, your kidneys, your liver, your heart, whatever it is, it works automatically, biologically. And you can't directly send a message to change it. Why would you want to? But you can influence it. And this is a very easy thing. And it's basically, I would say, do this 6 times in the morning and 6 times at night. So no more than about 10 minutes. I would personally go for doing this 9 times. That whole thing about the number 9 being completion. And it is simply this. You breathe in and then you do that quick inhale on the end. What it does, it opens up those lung sacs. You're putting extra oxygen in. By doing that, you're making the body work. The blood is moving that oxygen around. What you're also doing, if we can put this into a biblical sense, you are the creator of this world. You are getting rid of the abominations by flooding your world with oxygen. Oxygen is the enemy of cancer. Almost instantaneously, and this is from personal experience, you will feel better. I've been doing this for about a week, experimenting, because I will never advocate anything that I will not try on myself first. So it's a slow breath in and then a on the end. So it's, and just repeat that. And you're just bringing in more oxygen, you're opening up the lungs, you're putting that oxygen, you're forcing that oxygen to make the body work, and it will get rid of a lot of the toxins and things. It has marvellous health benefits. So what have you got to lose? It costs you nothing to do. It's something you already do. It is a way of taking control of your body. I'll be talking about other methods that I've been trying as well later on, but we'll keep this simple for now. Just see how you get on with that one. Let me know how you feel about it. Did it have a benefit to you? See, the big question, I mean, everybody's got lots of questions. What's in the Vatican Library? Is the world round, flat, hollow, whatever? Well, I think you've got a more immediate problem at the moment. And if you want the answers to that, well, you need to ask yourself this: how much do you want to know? How much do you want to do what is best for you? Because if you can't find those 10 minutes, I would say you don't really want to. Because this is an age of standing in our own power. Therefore, you take control of yourself. This is why I have moved about, because I'm not taking that fake script. It's awful and it's absolute rubbish. I can write a far better one for myself. The world is a stage. I know I will act the part that I choose to act, the part that I create for myself. There are going to be more videos coming, and some of them are going to be very controversial. I know I will not make myself popular, in particular within the truth community, but we are going to we're stepping into an unknown. We're stepping out of our comfort zone. I mean, I can do the same as anybody else, and I can make videos of varying degrees and skills, not as good as many of you out there, and talk about the past. But why do I want to bring the past into the present when I want to go towards the future, this whole age of Aquarius? And everything tied to do with the spiritual path is stepping out of that comfort zone and reinventing yourself. So what better way to start with just simply breathing? Because is it not, as in scripture, you had the Adam, which was inanimate until it had the breath put into it. That's what it is showing you. You are a co-creator. So you are breathing in that oxygen. And you are expanding yourself. You are bringing yourself to life. You are maintaining yourself. You are filling your body with a flood of oxygen. Getting rid of the abominations from the body, you could say. So just to reiterate again, slow, short breath in, followed by a sort of almost like a sniff to get that blast, to open up those oxygen sacs and let it out. So it's 2 in, 1 out. There's your 2 into 1. And it's about breathing. It's not about dust, is it? I think we've had too much revolution and industry. Well, we don't want to be breathing in dust. We want to be breathing in oxygen. We want to be giving ourselves life. Because if we can't give ourselves life, this is all magnetics. It starts from within you before you can help anybody else. If you don't get the internals right, how do you expect to project out onto the external? And I sort of told you wrong in a previous video. I said there's a spiritual war and it's between the external and the internal. Well, no, that's not quite right. Yes, that is the opposition, the external. But do you want to fight fire with fire, particle with particle? No. You fight particle with wave. And to do that, you need to bring yourself in alignment between mind and mind of the heart. Ta-ta for now.